Starting this fall, Annie the Musical can be seen right here in New York City.
So exciting. Well, this morning we're announcing for the first time the star in the lead role, 11-year-old Lilla Crawford. Good morning. Congratulations.
Everything's humming now. There's our billboard! Good times are coming now.
Lilla, this is so exciting. Tell me a little bit about the audition process and why you wanted to do it.
Well, I just love the theater, and I first auditioned in August, and it took me 8 months to get the part because they were choosing from over 5,000 girls, and I just feel very honored to have gotten the part.
I bet you do. And in fact, I understand you've got a very special four-legged co-star.
Yes, Annie did a huge search for the new Sandy at animal shelters all across the country.
And they got Broadway's top animal trainer, Bill Berloni, to conduct the search. It is really a heartwarming story of a little dog's journey, all the way from a shelter to the Great White Way. This is Annie's Search for Sandy.
Come on, let's go outside. Come on. Good dog. Come on, Mikey. Come on, Nigel.
My name is Bill Berloni.
Oh, lunchtime.
I call myself a theatrical animal trainer,
Boy, you were so good, Argyle.
and I've been asked to work on the new production of Annie.
Hi, I'm calling about the Golden Retriever Poodle mix named Ireland. I'm calling about Baxter, the Cairn Terrier mix.
The type of dog we're looking for first has to resemble the very first dog that I found 35 years ago, the original Sandy.
I like dogs that are more beige colored and sandy colored.
We have to find a dog who will become a Broadway performer. He has to be smart, he has to be really well-tempered.
Is he friendly, good with kids and people?
So finding that dog that just has all those qualities, sometimes we have to go all over the country.
He came to your shelter about 2 months ago.
Whenever I look for a dog, it's always a rescue dog. We look for those dogs that just nobody wants, but there's a star inside.
With the help of our friends at Pedigree, who share the belief that every dog is a star, I'm searching to find just the right dog to become Annie's beloved best friend.
Up to date, spayed and neutered,
My wife Dorothy and I started the search last year.
Supposedly he's very outgoing.
about 40 pounds, a little
He's
small. As far as you know, has he ever shown any aggression towards any person or any dog?
In what we do, I can't have a dog who will inadvertently become aggressive. I need a dog that if someone startles him, they go, oh, it's okay, and not snap.
He just looks fantastic. And
If it all works out, then I fly out to wherever it may be, see the dog, and hopefully, bring it back as a candidate for the director to look at.
I think we may have found the first candidate. This is Bart Starr. He's adorable, but he looks more like the cartoon because he's a little reddish. He's got the upright ears and the black muzzle.
we've never had a dog who looked like the comic strip. I know this is going to sound like a crank call, but we're looking for a new Sandy for the new Annie, and we saw Bart Starr on your website, and I was just calling to see if he was available. He is. Is he in good health? What do you guys feed? Oh, good, because I feed Pedigree too. He sounds like a fantastic dog. There's something about him that's drawing me to him.
I want to go out and see him, so I'm headed out to Indiana because I think he has the right temperament for the job we need him to do.
Hey, buddy. Bart, do you know your name?
Hi, hi. My process is trying to assess if this is a super dog. Come here, bud.
I'm going to be seeing him in a stressed-out environment. I'm going to see how he interacts with strangers, and then I'll ask him to do some things, and all the while seeing what his willingness is to interact with me. What if they touch your feet? What if they open your mouth?
Part of this temperament test is figuring out what that aggression threshold is.
What's going on over there? It's okay. It's okay.
This is an amazing dog. I mean, I've pushed every button that I know. He's just taking it all in like, what do you got next?
It's okay. This can be really hard to do for me at times because the dogs that I come out and see don't pan out. And that means I have to leave them here. And personally, it's a hard decision.
Gosh, now comes the moment of truth.
Off the bat, I can tell you he's too small. But what drew him to me was facially, he looks very, very much like the comic strip. I think what I need to do is bring him back to New York. Oh, you're welcome. I know it's very emotional.
It's nice to have some kind of validation. that what we do is important and that dogs like Bert aren't trashed, you know, just because they didn't have a home.
Well, even though I've chosen Bart as one of the dogs that I think will be Sandy, there's still a lot of hurdles to go through. I will probably bring our director 2 or 3 dogs, and he will have the ultimate decision. You ready to go audition in New York, buddy?
Break a leg.
But guess what? We got a little road trip. Tradition lives on.
You're not going to believe this, but I'm sitting here looking at this email that just came over. It's about a dog down in Tennessee. And look at the way they started it. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. The dog's name is Porky.
He was about to be euthanized, but got loose and ran to one of the trustees.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Look at this.
Wow.
Porky has that classic Sandy look and sounds really sweet, so I'm on my way to Tennessee.
Hey, you. Porky. Hi. How are you? How are you? What are you doing back here? She's gorgeous.
She's absolutely stunning.
Hi. Hi. She's got the perfect look.
Porky's chances of adoption just wasn't panning out for her. In fact, she was scheduled to be euthanized, and she actually pulled out of her collar as they were prepping her to be euthanized and ran back, jumped into the arms of the trustee that had been caring for her, and they just kind of sat down on the floor, and he said, please, give her one more chance.
Come on, jump up. You can do it. Did they teach you not to jump up?
Yes, they did.
They did. That's very good. She's sweet, she's outgoing, she's smart, she's got the look. I think she's about the right size. I'm pulling your tail.
She doesn't care.
I'm pulling your tail. What I saw with Porky, there were those moments where she gets frightened of something but then turns around quick.
Can I pick you up?
And I was trying to find a situation in which I could test that. Seeing how they act with other dogs is also important. It tells me, are they an alpha dog? Are they somebody who's sort of neutral, or are they at the bottom of the pack? Who is that? This little Jack Russell Terrier is a very tough dog. She's showing good choices in the way that she's interacting with him. Porky, where are you going? So there's no true science to this. You have to sort of trust your intuition. I am a little concerned about her timidity. I think that when we get her from a rural area to an urban area, she might be overwhelmed. I'm thinking she might have got a trip to New York.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I knew you were a star.
Porky, whose name we've got to change. And whether it's my home or someone else's home or a home on Broadway, Porky's definitely got a shot. Good girl. Oof.
Are you ready to go to New York City? No more Porky. I'm gonna change your name to Casey.
Bill, I think I found one. Down in Houston. They have his name listed as Bruno, but then they say female. But it sounds like it might be a kill shelter or city shelter.
She really looks good. Probably should call Quick and see if she's available and what she's like. We already have 2 dogs. I mean, we've got 2 great candidates, but this dog is in a very risky situation, and I hope she's gonna be okay. I saw a dog online called Bruno, but it says that she's a female, and I wonder if she's still up for adoption. Good. How long do they have? 24 hours. We're gonna come down and get this dog. Just make sure you keep her alive until tomorrow afternoon. That'd be fantastic. So I'm sending one of my trainers down tomorrow to go and adopt her on my behalf. And it'll be the first time that I've ever adopted a dog as a candidate for a Broadway show without ever seeing it.
We're having her transferred to the Humane Society of New York, where I work as the animal behaviorist. I'll temperament test her there, and hopefully she'll be our 3rd candidate for Annie the Musical.
Hey, look at you. You're gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Let me see, wow. You're very gentle. That's a good sign for a Sandy. Can you jump up? Oh, very good. It's a hard decision, you know, because I have to look into this crystal ball of a dog that I don't know, and at that moment decide, should I take it or not? I'm Bill. Who are you? We're gonna call you Sonny. We're gonna call you Sonny. Hi. You look just like all the other Sandys.
Wow, I'm just so pleased with Sunny. Having just met her, she's really a dream behaviorally, and she seems to be in good shape, so I think she's gonna be a really good candidate for Sandy.
Can I pick you up? Oh, I got you. I got you. This is a dog who's going to be not just on stage, but meeting kids and doing public appearances and being an ambassador for all dogs, and especially all shelter dogs. So the process of finding the right dog is very, very important.
Once the dog is picked, then I have to fast track this dog on making him trained, learning all these commands, learning new behaviors, and being comfortable in any situation you possibly can imagine. So it really has to become a dog who's able to perform anywhere.
The sun has come out on Broadway.